Hello, I have Chouffe Soleil. This is their lower alcohol beer, or for a Belgian brewery standards. This is a 6%, and it's just a Belgian blonde ale, I guess. Doesn't use any spicing. They say Belgian sunshine beer. Um, I think it's somewhat fresh. The best by date is January 2024. I guess that's less than a year from now. So maybe this is over a year old. I already had some and it tasted pretty fresh. But it uses a couple different grains. I think it uses like wheat. Yeah, it uses wheat and rye also. Um, and it seems almost saison-like to me. Maybe it's not quite as dry as saisons, but saisons often are multi-grain, around 6% and unspiced. Whereas the regular Chouffe uses coriander. It's very Belgian triple-like. There you go. Extremely slight haze. Very, very, very pale. And a nice fluffy head with some big soapy bubbles. And I'm smelling some esters already. And looks like a very sunny beer. Yep. Yeah, maybe it's just like a little bit more towards like bubble gum than most saisons. So sometimes saisons can be bubble gummy. There's definitely clove in there, and some like extremely sweet candy citrus sort of smell. They say elderflower and chamomile. I guess I can get down with elderflower. Chamomile, maybe it's not. It's not that grassy. Like there's a hint of some hops. Maybe. And just a little bit of that. But it's mostly just big on the esters. I feel like I could get a better shot here, but whatever. And it smells like it's going to be sweet. I guess there's a little bit of orange stuff going on there. Well, the big thing I love about Belgian beers is how they're bottle conditioned, naturally carbonated in the bottle. So it has this really super light, fluffy feel, and like the bubbles aren't moving up pretty fast, but on your tongue the carbonation seems pretty high. But there's no like, there's nothing creating the carbonation at the bottom of this glass. There's no like etched thing like in the bottom of a lot of Belgian glasses. I guess that's what's cool about this. It seems like it smells sweet and it has like sweet flavors, but then the fluffy, lighter body makes it more drinkable. It just kind of floats on your tongue. And there's a little bit of hop bitterness that comes in at the end. But what I've been doing is mixing this one with Fiddlehead IPA. And it reminds me a bit of, going way back, Enlightenment Illumination. Basically like a bottle-conditioned Belgian IPA from this brewer who moved away a long time ago. But that was like an amazing beer. Most American brewers do not make Belgian IPAs anymore. And they especially don't bottle condition them. Which I wish brewers would do. Yeah, because I used to be really into Belgian IPAs way back when I first got into beer, but usually the Americans would make them really sweet and with some caramel malt, and they would just use it. It would kind of just be a West Coast IPA with Belgian yeast, like that's what Stone's Cali Belgique is. I don't even know if they make that, but then it doesn't have the feel. It doesn't really carry through with it. That's why a lot of American like canned saisons and things, they don't seem like a saison to me. Like saisons and a lot of these Belgian styles need the natural carbonation to give you that lively character and flavor and feel. It's probably hard to get this good at it, I would say. Because it's not just about adding the right amount of yeast and sugar to the bottle. I think it's probably has to do with mashing the grains properly to get all the everything to work in harmony to get that fluffy feel. Because a lot of American brewers, I don't notice that in their beers. A lot of American brewers don't make this style really. hmm Just a heavenly feel, and just a little bit of a marmalade type bitterness. Yeah, that bubblegum thing lingers a little bit. It's a little bit of a sugary thing, but it's kind of mostly the smell, and then the finish. It's almost like hot bubblegum a little bit, but in between, there's a lot of different fruits. And for $11 a 4-pack for this, I think it's a pretty good deal. Now the American beers are getting really expensive. A lot of these Belgian ones aren't getting more expensive, and sometimes the Europeans are throwing them in half-liter cans, and they're really cheap. Even though, of course, the cans aren't going to be naturally carbonated. Some brewers in America are can conditioning things. I guess Sierra Nevada is doing it with their pale ale really well, and yeah, I'm a big fan of that. But you can't get the carbonation quite as high, I think, in cans, and have it be sort of safe or something. I don't know the logistics exactly. And yep, well carbonated makes you burp. I'd give this at least a 4, maybe a 4.16. Bye.